super genius of Dr. Hedda.
I couldn't have said it better. So, my friend, how about we help each other out? I can provide whatever you need. Personnel, equipment, and 300 million for each completed unit, too.
A difficult choice.
Oh yeah? How can I make it easier?
Of course, this is hardly public knowledge, but Red Pharmaceutical is a front organization used to fund the Red Ribbon Army, correct? When I was a small child, my parents rather despised your little group for twisting my grandpa's mind.
Wow, you're better informed on all this than I thought, huh?
And furthermore, I'm a fan of powerful, cool-looking superheroes. Whereas the Red Ribbon Army, last I checked, seems distinctly villainous. A horde of faceless lackeys bent on world domination.
You're a fascinating man. Perhaps it looks like we're trying to take over the world, but that couldn't be further from the truth. What I want to do is wipe out people who threaten me or resist my will so I can build a peaceful world where everyone lives in harmony. I'm like a champion of justice.
Right. In other words, you want to use force to turn the world into what you think it should be. Well, I've got zero interest in wielding power. Continuing my research is all I care about.
My friend, if you're after a bigger incentive, please, let me up my offer to 1 billion per unit.
You won't let me refuse, huh?
Good guess.
Could have skipped that whole conversation then.
So, pal, safe to assume we have a deal?
Let's be clear. I'm not afraid of that gun. My skin was injected with a special drug that allows it to withstand a considerable amount of impact without injury. Furthermore, one sting from this bee is deadlier than any bullet, even if you have an artificial body. Whatever biological parts you've got will fail instantly.
I'm agreeing to work with you for one reason. I'd like to spend obscene amounts of money creating the greatest android ever known to mankind, and you're willing to give me as much as I want. Allow me to tell you once more, this is merely a business endeavor. We're not friends. Understood?
Yeah, got it!
So, who are you actually after?
The fighters who defeated Cell.
Meaning Mr. Satan, if I'm not mistaken.
Not quite. We know he's involved, but the operation behind the scenes centers on Bulma of Capsule Corp. Her whole organization is a front.
The Capsule Corporation? As in the Bree family dynasty? I've never heard a bad thing about them.
Oh no. There have been reports near their HQ. Mystery people flying through the air day in and day out. Not a word of explanation. So we looked into it ourselves. They're extraterrestrials.
Aliens?
Yeah. Think about it for a minute. Complex machines in tiny capsules, intergalactic spaceflight. Do you really think it's just plain old human technology? The aliens gave them access to all that. The Capsule Corporation is doing the groundwork for the invasion of Earth.
Sounds like a bad anime.
Oh, it's true. Here's a video. It'll change your mind. This was a few years ago. Look what they're doing and try to tell me these aren't aliens, fighting even weirder aliens right here on Earth. Most likely over who gets to move in once we're conquered. Looks like the Capsule Corporation came out on top.
Whoa, but if Bulma's group is capable of something like that, couldn't they take over by force instead of creating a corporate front?
Obviously, they plan on enslaving us all and using us as their labor force. They'll turn our world into a stinking paradise for themselves, then annihilate humanity in one shot to make room for their buddies from back home. This is what inspired your grandfather to create Cell, his masterwork. Dr. Giro saw the Capsule Corporation using alien technology to soak up the world's wealth as they prepared us for invasion. And he sent Cell to confront them in the name of humanity, but the traitors beat him back. Then, Android 17 and 18 turned against mankind and joined forces with Bulma and her minions.
Seems we're dealing with quite a formidable foe.
Indeed. And they've got other allies, like a terrible creature called Majin Buu and the great demon King Piccolo.
And the famous Dr. Bulma herself, is she an alien too?
I would guess so.
This world needs a hero.
Good, we agree. You got what it takes to create the ultimate android and defeat this threat to humanity?
You shouldn't even have to ask. Right now, I've got a new purpose. To create the most powerful android this universe will ever know.
Ooh.
And the cool.
So then, the return of the Red Ribbon Army is near!